Now this is my snack brand called Muruking. This is the back, this is the front. I made this. This is my baby. And in this vlog, I want to share with you guys how I started my own snack brand and why I started my own snack brand. See, I always loved the whole idea of entrepreneurship. I remember even back when I was in like primary school, I was photostating coloring pages and I was selling it for like 10-20 cents. I was selling CDs, I was selling a bunch of shit. I always loved making money through selling products that are good and products that would make people happy. And it got me thinking, food is that one easiest thing to make someone happy. And that's when it got me thinking, one day I want to own my own restaurant, I want to own my own cafe. But that's too much of work. I'm a lazy person. I don't get it. Why is that jam on a weekend? God damn. So about 2 years ago, I was on a shoot for a movie called Pulau. And on set, I met this guy called Alif Sata. He's a very well-established, very successful Malaysian celebrity. And he was selling his food product at that point of time. Fried mushrooms in a Ziploc bag. And he was giving it to all the cast and the people around. He was promoting, he was marketing it. And it got me very inspired. Like, yo, this is something that I could do as well. Then I went back home and I was thinking, like, what kind of snacks can I sell? I want to do that as well. And after months of thinking, I finally came up with Murukus. Nobody has marketed Murukus like this before. So premium, so well packaged. I'm pretty sure there's a market for this. And that's when the idea started. Now, how do I start? Where do I begin? How do I execute this entire plan? And that was the process that took me a really long time. Now, in order for you to start your own business, first things first, you gotta have a good package, right? I like to believe that this is a very well-designed package. It suits my entire branding for Muruking. First things first, I gotta look for a designer. To me, that wasn't too difficult to find. I'm surrounded by creative people. Easily, I managed to get a design. For me, whenever I'm eating snacks, I always love when there's a Ziploc bag attached to it. So that I can eat a little bit, I can zip it, I can keep it, I can eat it again. And that was exactly what I wanted for my own snack. That I can proper zip it back and it wouldn't spill. So the next step was Alibaba.com. Took me a few weeks to get the right supplier, ordered in some samples, had to pay money for that. Eventually I found one supplier in China which had really good customer service, which had really good quality and very reasonable price, which is this package. I never knew this, but if you order in like big amount, there's a bunch of different tax and like freight price, a bunch of new things that I never knew existed, which I had to learn the hard way. But everything together, it was still cheaper than getting it done in Malaysia. So now I sorted out my Ziploc bag. Next step is the product itself. Where am I gonna find Murukus? I did a bunch of Googling. I went to a bunch of different factories. I tried a bunch of different Murukus. This whole research process took me a few months to get the exact Muruku and the exact recipe that I want. There's a lot of trial and error. And all of this is done through online. Just basically a lot of research, a lot of Googling. So now I got everything sorted out, my products. The next step is I gotta figure out how am I gonna sell these products. The two best platforms that I use to sell my products are Shopee and TikTok. And that's it. That's how I started my Muruking snack business. Obviously, there's a lot of ups and downs. There's always new things I'm learning in this F&B market. Once again, if it wasn't for Alif Sata, I genuinely don't think this would be here right now, because he inspired me to start this. And then along the way, I sort of gave up. And he was also the same person to say, bro, there's a huge market for Muruking. What Muruku brand that you know of? You can't think of anything. So why don't you make Muruking the brand that everybody thinks of when they think of Muruking? And that's my goal. And that's what I'm trying to do. And I hope one day Muruking would be a household name, a household brand. Oh, it smells so good. Beautiful, crunchy. It's super soft, it's super crunchy. It's very addictive. Like, at the end of the day, it's very, very addictive. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask me anything. And also, if you guys want to buy my muruku, you can get it on Shopee or TikTok. I'll leave the link below. You guys can check it out. I do want to give you guys constant update on this, on my business. Hopefully, I get to grow this business with you guys. So you guys are literally seeing it from scratch, from the start, how this product is born. Also, guys, follow my Muruking page on TikTok and Instagram. I'll leave the link below as well. Alright, ciao.